Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another stream. And the idea today is for us to start implementing or supporting the command line mode. If you don't remember, in Vim, you can do colon and then, sorry, you can do colon and then it's going to be, you will be taken to this command mode. And basically you can run commands here, etc. Right? So the idea is to start implementing this mode today. But before we get into that, let me just give you a quick update on where we are and things that have been done off camera. Basically, I spent the day yesterday working on some very sweet performance improvements. And I started measuring what was taking time. So if we go back to where we were at the end of the last stream, and if I run, and if I do, and I hold the J position, the J key, you'll see that it takes a little while to update, even though it's faster. But if I take my finger out of the J key here, oh, this is interesting. This is good. But I found out that what was really taking time was the highlight, the highlight, the syntax highlighting, basically the highlight function. Let me see. We are on the editor. Vim highlight. Wait, don't know what's going on here. Oh, am I high? Source editor. Let's see. Highlight. Yes. So basically, I created some ways to measure each of the functions that I thought were critical on the critical path. Very basic stuff. Like basically, I did let start equals. I think it's instant now, and then you can like measure how much time it took. And I figured out that the highlight method, every time that you scrolled down, let's say that I go to the last line, and then every time that you scrolled like this, it would take around 100 to 150 to sometimes 200 milliseconds to reapply the syntax highlighting, right? So in this other branch called perf fix, I committed all those changes, and basically if we reload the file, you'll see that we no longer have, we do, but the highlight function basically delegates the highlighting of the code to this now highlighter struct. And basically all I had to do to improve this from 200 milliseconds down to 20 to 30 milliseconds was to only instantiate the three-seater parser, the language, and the query that we do to match the items for syntax highlighting once, right? So now, instead of doing this every time we do the highlight, we only do once, and we keep the instances of those things for every time we highlight, right? So if we run this now, let me run this. I think the measurements are still here. Yeah, you can see here, right? Rendering, and this is without scrolling. So basically, we don't redo the highlight. It takes 242 nanoseconds. But if I go all the way to line 20 here, and I clear this, you see that as soon as I hit down, the whole rendering, including the syntax highlighting, took 19 seconds, right? Page down as well. And in this instance here, it took only 8. So it's, I want to say that this is on the realm of fast enough now that I no longer need to worry about performance, at least for now. And I can start building new features, right? Which is what we love to do, especially on stream. So let's go ahead and start implementing the command mode. So for that, before we delve into that fully, let me go back to our perf branch. Let me merge no commit perf fix like that. So we can push this guy, and I can delete perf fix, and then we can open our, oh, sorry, let me take this to another screen. And then what we can do here is we can do this, merge this performance improvements pull request. Take a look at what changed. Yeah, I created this dump buffer when I was investigating problems with re-rendering. I created this command. Basically, if we run this again, and I do db, it dumps the buffer on our log, so we can identify if it's properly rendering all the spaces and the characters that we have in every position. So if I go down a little bit, and then I do dump buffer db, it dumps the buffer down here like that. Okay, yeah, so I added that command to help us debug stuff. And most of the things here are related to either the last stream or this additional work that I did off camera to improve performance, right? So if you're curious, you can take a look at this later. So let me just go ahead and merge this. So if we go back here, squash and merge, performance improvements, and then there we have it. So we should have now a main branch that has all the goodies that we did off camera. So git checkout main master, git pull. There you go. All right. So now we are back to clean slate where we can start implementing the command mode, which basically is going to replicate what we get here in Vim, right? So I think that will be the plan. So let's go back to our editor. We have this structure called mode that defines the modes that the editor can be in. So on top of normal insert, we're going to do command, which is going to be equivalent to this command line editing mode in NeoVim, right? So let's do that. So now this is probably going to break because we no longer have. So if it's normal, so let's take a look here. When we go to normal mode, to command mode, we still use the default user shape. So here we're going to do if we are in the normal mode, or if we are on the command mode, we're both going to use the same cursor style. So that's one of the issues taken care of, I think. Let's see. Isn't that how you do it? Is it like this? Hold on. Rust match multiple matches. Yeah, I was pretty sure. Maybe you can't do that with enums? Or maybe I'm doing something really wrong or really dumb, which I don't doubt. Not sure. Okay, but if this doesn't want to work, we can always fall back to command, then default user shape like this, and then we're good. Next one, yes, and this is where we're gonna be handling all the commands, command mode specific key presses. So let's do mode, command, handle command event like that. And let's start doing that. So handle command event, and then we take self. In this case, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mutable self, but we can see that in a second. So we're going to take self, and we're going to take the event, which is going to be event like this. And we have to return an option key action, which I'm not sure if that's the case for this one. Let's see where this is called. Telescope, LSP references, like this. So this is used here. So if we have a single key action, we execute the action. Yeah. So I think we need to rename this later on, because I don't really think that this is a key action necessarily. I think we can have a command that triggers an action as well. But anyways, for now, let's keep it at that, and let's continue here. All right, so basically, if we're in this mode, we need to start taking any input, right? Whatever the user types, we just want to put that on the command line, which is this last line here. So let's start doing that. Now, match event. If we are a key code, yeah, we have multiple possibilities. So if it's a key event, then we're gonna match, we're gonna capture. So let's do let code equals event code, maybe like this. Or maybe even better, we take this as a reference. This way we don't have to worry about that. And let modifiers equals to event.modifiers, like this. Hold on, event. What's the issue here? Yeah, we have other types of events that we're not gonna worry about right now. And this has to return an option key action. Let's do none for now. And then let's think. Maybe what we can do is match code and modifiers. And then if this is between, if it's a character, right? Or maybe what we can do is if key code char c equals code, c dot is. So basically, if this is a character, I want to see, is this an alphanumeric? But I think we can safely output whatever. As long as it's printable, I think we can output that. If c dot is, do we have something like printable? No. So let's not worry about that for now. Basically what I want to do is so we're going to have to keep, if we are on the command mode state, we need to keep information about the line that we are typing. So let me think what's the best way to keep that information. So when we transition to the mode, let's go back here. Let's find command. So we probably have an enter mode, right? Mode is new mode, and then you draw the status line. Weird, my syntax highlighter was a little bit crazy. So enter mode, yes. So the easiest way would be for us to keep a command line on the instance of the editor. I'm thinking if that's the best way. Because on top of that, we'll have to render whatever the line is. So let's do that for now. So let's go to the new method here. New method. Not this one. The one for... All right. Let's go to editor first, and then we can take a look at the new method here. And new, now call this guy with size. So we don't need that. So let's see what we have here. And then command, it's going to be string new, like this. Is that an optional? No, I don't think it needs to be optional. Okay, let's go to our render method, run, and then we start to have the draw. Let's see where the first draw. So we have draw line, we have draw viewport, we have draw status line, and let's do function draw command line. And then we get immutable self and the render buffer. Does that make sense? It does. Okay. So yeah, let's turn off Copilot. Copilot disable. Right. So yeah, so the foreground that we're going to use is going to be self.theme.statusline style, not status line style, .style.fg.unwrap. And let the background is going to be the same thing, but self.theme.style.background unwrap. Like this. Sorry, this is actually foreground. Okay. And then let command line, we don't need that because we already have that on ourselves. So let's just print that. In order to do that, we need to do self.set. It's not self, is it? Let's see what we do here. Set text, and that's on the buffer, on the render buffer. Yes. So buffer set text, and then it's going to be first the x is going to be 0, and then the y is going to be self.vHeight. Is that it? Viewport height is for... No, it's self.size.1 minus 1, meaning the last line. And then for now, let's do this. Oh, and of course we need the style. So we actually don't need the foreground and background color. We just need to do this. And then style. Self theme style. What's the problem now? Yeah, so size 1 is U16. Let's transform it to usize. Like this. Perfect. And then let's do the following. Let command line is going to be format. We need to do the same thing that we did with somewhere else, which I think is right here. Yeah, we do it here somewhere. Here we do file, and then where do we render the file as a... with, and then a dollar sign. Is it dollar sign with? Maybe. No. Okay. Undo, redo. Let's for now do just command line is this, and then self dot command like this, just with a right. And I think that's it. Just replace this with command line. Good. And now when we do enter mode, so run, execute, and then the action, let's find enter mode, and then if self.is command, then what we do is we do self.render or draw command line, and then passing the buffer like that, and then we need to do is command, matches self.mode mode command. And since I'm here, I'm going to do another one for, because before this, if we were not in insert mode, we were most definitely in normal mode, which is not the case anymore. So I'm going to create a is normal, just like this. Perfect. So let's go now to all the places where we use is normal and see if we're using, sorry, is insert, and see if there's a place where we're doing not self.insert like this. And instead of that, we're going to use is normal here as well. Same here. As a matter of fact, I think what we can do is everywhere where we're doing not self.is insert, we're going to replace with self.is normal. Like that. And I think that's fine. So if this is normal and matches, so if we're going from normal to insert, yeah, perfect. Normal to insert. And if we're going back, yeah, to normal, I think that's fine. But here, let's add a to do. With the introduction of new modes, maybe this transition needs to be widened to anything to insert and anything to normal. This way we revisit this. All right. This seems fine to me. This way we draw the command line as well. So let's see if that works. Cargo run. So what happens if I press semicolon? I'm sure nothing's going to happen because we are not handling that. So let's take a look at our config file. So basically, let's open our config file that is on config, red, config toml. Almost got it. And then if we are in normal mode and we press colon, we're going to do enter mode equals command, like this. Let's see if this works. So if I do colon, yes, we are in command mode. That's the good news, but the bad news is that we did not render the command there. And I think I know why. It's basically because our run routine is not accounting for that. So let's see. And I cannot exit from the command mode either. So let's do that. Keys.command. Escape is going to be enter mode equals normal, like this. And let's go back. Let's go back to the editor. And now I think there's somewhere where we're using just normal. That's on our, we have a place where we load the config. So if we go to config, I am pretty sure, yeah, we only support for now normal and insert. So now we also need to take into consideration the command here. command hash map new this, and I think we're good as far as config. Then let's go into handle config, sorry, command event. So let's do the following. If, so match, if code is key code escape, return sum key action enter mode, mode normal. Let's keep it like this for now. Let's not key action. Oh, single action enter mode, like that. So I think, yeah, for now it's fine. Yeah, if the code is this, what we're gonna do is self dot command equals self dot format command plus C, self dot command, like this, and then we have to make this guy mutable. Modifiers we're not using yet, so let's not worry about it. Seems good. So let's close this guy and let's run it again. So now if we go to command mode, it still doesn't render, but if I press ESC, yeah, you can see that it came back and now it rendered the command mode. Okay, so let's look at our run command, run. And this is our main loop for the editor. So check buffer, check bounds, we do read, handle event, and then we do execute, draw status line, and I think we can call self dot draw command line on the buffer as well. Let me just see if we're not handling so if we go to this guy, are we handling the line below? We're not. At some point we were doing that, but I'm glad we're not anymore. All right, so on the command line, we are gonna render this if we are in command line mode. So if self.is command, actually, let's do if not. This way you can return early, do a return here, and then buffer set text. Because the command line is also reused for things like here, you can see in Vim, when we are in insert mode, it puts this little message here. If we are doing a command that is a compound command like G, it keeps the buffer line, the buffer command here until you press a second key. So those things are nice to have. So let's actually rename this command line. Let's keep it like that for now. But if it's not command, what do we want to do? I think we can maybe do this thingy here where you put the waiting command. Let's see if I can do that quickly. So let waiting command equals self.waiting key action, and that's a key action. Okay, so you don't have the information about, oh, you do, because it's a nested. Yes, if let key action nested waiting action. So if it's a nested, if let sum. So if we have a waiting action and the waiting action is nested, waiting key action. Then we do this. So let's see, let waiting command is, so we don't need the, so it's going to be waiting action dot, so what is waiting action? It's a cache map. And, oh, but no. That's not going to work. Because by the point we have the key action, we only know the commands that we accept. We don't know which key was pressed. So in order to fully support that, let's also do waiting command as an option string here. And where we set the waiting command, let's see where we do that. Here. So do we know what we just, so So we know that this was a nested key action, but what key was pressed? Let's see. Event, we have the event. So we handled the event, and that's going to be if let event key event, and then what is the key event again? So EV is event. So when we handle it, we go through this. Yeah, so it's going to be, oh, and then the event.code, okay. Key event. So docs.rs cross term. Event. So in our case, it's a key event. So if let event key, and then key event code equals to EV, self.waiting command equals code. Code is a key code. So I think we need to go further. Is a key code, and then key code. Yes, we need to get char. So key code char C. And what is C here? It's a char. So can't you do that? Oh, waiting command. What is waiting command? Is an option. So let's do some. Right, and where do we clear the waiting key action? Let's see. We do take, and then self.waiting. We can do that on the handle waiting command. Actually, yes, I think we're going to do that there. Event to key action, then we can do self.waiting command becomes none. Or we can do it where we were. I think it's even better. Like this. So what is the issue? Missing field, waiting command. Is also none. All right, like this. What else do we have? So this is where we're displaying this. So let waiting command, we don't need that anymore. So we're basically going to do buffer.set text, and then it's going to be on our y. So let's do that. Let y is going to be self.size 1 minus as you size minus 1, like that. Then we're going to set the text. And here we're going to have to like put it somewhere like we put here, like maybe 10, 15 characters to the left of our right margin. So let's add that here. It's going to be self.vwidth. No, self.size.1.0 as you size minus 10. And then in our y, we're going to put the text, which is going to be waiting, self.waiting command, like this, with the same style that we are using for everything else, which is, I think we can extract that here. So the style is always going to be self.theme.style. So we can pass in style here, like that. Same thing here. So self. So here we can do delete to s again. Perfect. And then this buffer set text. So if we have waiting actions, if not, I want to clear this guy, so let's do insert let waiting command is going to be this. Otherwise, it's going to be a string with, so we can clear everything up until the last character. So basically, where you have the D here, you could potentially have a string if we want to, right? So what I want to do when we don't have a waiting action is basically to clear everything from this point here onwards. That's why I'm doing, or I was doing this repeat here. All right, and then we're gonna do it here, and then we need to do, actually this goes here now, like that, and the only thing we want in this case is self.waiting command. Without this and without this. Expected option string found string. So if we have a waiting action, this can be simplified to just let some waiting command equals self.waiting command. We just return it. Otherwise, it's an empty string, and then this is going to be WC, like that. And then borrow it. Same thing here. Let's do ref, like that. Okay. But here we'll have to clone it if that's the case, yes. Okay. So if we are in command mode, we're going to do that. Let's test this. Where we are so far, there's an error. Use of moved value, because we are handling the event here. So I'm starting to think we can use the event like this. Let's see what are the implications. We are passing it to the handle waiting command. So let's take this as a reference as well. Same thing here, like that. And handle command is already taken care of. This one here is also taking a borrow. Okay. So now what? Consider using a clone, handle normal event also expects a borrow. Let's see what else. Expected event, yes, let's borrow it here now. And I think we're good. So let's run it. Index out of bounds because, no, I don't know why. Yeah, seems like this is completely borked now, because if I try to do anything, it just fails. 156. Is our... Let's see. Setting text. Yeah, let's uncomment this guy. And I also want to know size of cells equals this self.cells.len. Okay. Run it again. So we were trying to do this. Maybe this goes one above the buffer and 9421. So if we go to the draw command here, if we do repeat 14, does that work? Let's see. No. And the error didn't change, I don't think. Let's see. Let's undo this. Let's try this again. Yeah, exactly the same. 2288 to 288. All right, so thinking. Oh, of course, I did -10 and then I repeat 15. That's never going to work. Duh. Let's see now. Okay, so that's promising. Let's go into command mode. We see our little thingy there. Let's escape. So when we escape, we're not clearing that, and I see that we are indeed not. But what I really wanted to do is if we go to the end, then we do G. Haha, look at that. We have a little G sneaking here. He's sneaking up here. That's awesome. And then you do G again. That clears. We go to the first line. All right, so we replicated what Vim does there. All right, so the other thing is we need to clear... this line here if we're not in command mode. So let's do that. So let's do buffer dot, let's add, no, I think it's fine. Set text self dot size, no, here is 0. and then Y. And then we can do like let clear line is going to be this, repeat, self dot size dot 0 minus 10, like this. So we repeat and we clear everything up until the point where we do the waiting command, and then clear line and style, like this. Good. Now let's see. What's the problem? Oh, yeah. As you size. So if we run now, we go into command mode. Good. And we do, oh, look at that. It's already waiting for us to type. That's good. And then if we do escape, clear. Nice. And I think you saw that the cursor never went to the proper place, and we are still keeping the last command around. So a few things that we need to fix. Let's see where we have draw cursor. So let's go to draw cursor. And in this case, we set the cursor style, and then we put it on a given position. And then we do draw status line. Reasonable? But here, we have to do this unless we are in command mode. If not self dot is command, we do this. Just like this. Perfect. And then now if we are drawing, let's go to draw command line. No, render. No, it's actually draw. Try again. Draw command line. Perfect. Now we set the text there. And we need to position the cursor here on the same place. So let's go back there. Set cursor style, not draw cursor. Else self.stdout.q. We can do better than this. I think we can do this, like this. And then we can return maybe a tuple. Let pause, cursor pause equals. If we're in command mode, so we don't have to negate it here, we do something. Otherwise, what we want to return is this here. So visual to close, next one to close, oops. Visual, end of line, back. This. Like that. Move to cursor pause dot 1, cursor pause dot 2, like this. So let's add this, and then let's do self dot size dot 1 minus 1 SU16, and then the position has to be the colon, and then plus the, so it's going to be self dot command dot len, but I think we have to if let some command let len is going to be match self dot command, and if there's some, we do c dot len, otherwise we do 0. Then here we do len as use 16. Is that good enough? What is command? Oh, command is always there. Okay. So we just need to do command dot len, like this. And of course, this is self dot command. All right. This is actually 0, and this is 1. Perfect. Let's see how our cursor behaves now. Still no, but we are indeed in command mode, so there's something else happening. And now you can see the command is here. Is that because we're not flushing, maybe? Seems like a flush issue. So just for the time being, let's do, instead of Q, no, that's gonna mess up everything. Draw cursor. Oh, we are definitely flushing. So let me, just to keep my sanity, flushing here. And let's go back to draw cursor. Let's print what we're setting it to. Log cursor pause is going to be this. on the cursor, pause like this. Yeah, let's see. On the cursor is crazy. Why is that? What the heck? And it's not even printing here. Or is it? We're just not seeing it. Cursor pause, 21.0, 21. Wait. Can you spot what I did wrong? Yeah, I mixed it up. So this is here and the other one is there. Yeah. Let's see now. Perfect. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Now that's not right. I have a feeling I'm inverting X and Y, right? For sure. Let's see. This is actually 0. No, this is 1. But this is Y, right? So let me take this out of here. Let's go here. Paste that there. Oops. And let's remove this guy. Now we have the proper X and Y. So if we do this, yes. The only thing is we need to go one more. So let's do that. Yeah, plus. Wait, I'm pressing escape and nothing happens. As +1. So there, yeah. There we have it. It's working. It is indeed working. Perfect. Now we need to do a bunch of line editing stuff. So handle command event. So here, if this guy is escape or returning, so let's do here, yeah, match code. And we can do, as I was saying, code and modifiers like this. So if we do key code, escape, and something, does this work? Let's see. I don't think this works. And if this is key code, char C, and then what is modifiers? Key modifiers. Let's see here. Is there a none? Represents key modifiers. Node super can only be read. Blah blah blah. Is that like a bit flag? Key modifiers. Oh, you can do bits to get a U8. I don't know. But yeah, let's just do code for now. Then when time comes for us to, let's do this again. And then take this out, take this out. Like that. Yes. Okay, so, and then if the command is that, okay, now we need to handle key code backspace. And then self.command equals self.command. Can you do like this? Self.command.len -1. Is that something you can do? Mismatch type expected string, found that. Okay. Then to string, maybe? Okay, cool. So let's try that. Okay. Yes, sort of. Okay. It seems like it's not deleting the rest, right? So we always need the last line to put spaces in between the command and the rest of the line, if you will. So let's go there. So draw command. Yeah, we need to do this sort of thing for here. So that's easier than I thought, because you can do with. So let's do, how is that again? I always forget. So Rust format args padding. Oh. So positional, named, formatting. Here it is. So This is what we want. And yes, self command, and then width is gonna be self.size.0 as you size minus self.command.len, like this. So we can pad it. Oh, and also we are gonna pad. Yeah, I think this is fine. We don't need. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Let's see. You see, I told you. -1, off by 1, maybe. Yep. So let's type something and let's delete. There you go. So this works, but if I get here and I press, what's gonna happen? Yes. Of course, my horse. So then, where is it? Overflowing on line 742. 742. Yeah, because the length is 0. If self.command.len equals 1, self.command equals to string new, else like that. So if then we type A and delete, 745. Oh, I thought it was 0, 1. Oh no, it's 0 because, yeah, the command just have the command, not. So, right. Otherwise, if it's not 0, yeah, it's always going to stick to 0, right? Yes, no. If this is minus then 1, minus then 2, I think. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. Let me bring back Keycaster so you guys can see what keys I'm pressing. Let's see. So yeah, here I was doing backspace, and then trying to backspace from here, and then entering this again and doing backspace, and it's fine. All right. So now if we press enter, let's handle that case. Key code, enter is going to be return key sum, key action, single action, command, and then we pass in the command, which is going to be self.command.clone. And let's implement this guy. Generate this variant, go to the definition, it's a string like that. Perfect, and now we're going to have to handle it. Actually, I think it's simpler if we just go to the here and do code actions. No code actions available? Interesting. I thought we could automatically have the new action added here, but apparently not. And then this is the command. And then we're going to do self.handle command. Let's go to handle command event. Let's create one here, function handle command. And this is going to have to take a mutable self. So mutable self and the command, which is going to be an str like this. Then we can do if command is quit, return sum key action single action quit, like this. Option key action. And then otherwise we just return none. So let's go where handle command is being called. I swear I have defined a key for references, but I don't remember references. Salve. Hey, Swa, how are you? How do you know if you're using Red or Vim? I know, right? Sorry, I neglected chat. How are you, Ms. Muslim Gauze? Salve, meu amigo. And I need to define something for telescope LSP references. I need a key for this so I can see who's using handle command. There it is. I'm going to take care of that later. Don't want to bore you guys to death. Okay, so if we get an action, we're going to have to call this method again, right? Which is execute, yes. So undo, handle command, and we do this. If let some action equals this, self.handle, no, execute action. And then return the return of this, like that. Provide the argument. What argument? Oh, the buffer. So we need to pass in the buffer alongside, like that. Arguments are incorrect. We wait, okay. And then the action is gonna be, oh, better yet, we can do ref here. Like that. That's not work. That's not. What is action? Is a key action. But wait, handle command? No. No, no, sir. This has to be an action like this. Now that seems correct. So we have a few other problems. Yep, expected action. So now we can do ref like this. And I think we're chilling. Let's see. So now quit. Look at that. It's working. Very, 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 very nice. Okay, so let's do a further testing here. So if I go into it and I do that, what else do we usually use? Oh, you can open a new buffer. Yeah, that's gonna open another can of worms that I don't think I want to do right now. Maybe what we could do is keep like a history of the commands, but I don't want to do that right now either. So if I do like a command that doesn't exist and press enter, it doesn't clear the command. So we have to take care of that. Here, if I do like a crazy command, yeah, so I think two things we need to do. When we press enter on an invalid command, we still need to clear, and it would be nice to give like an error message like this. Don't you guys think? Let's do that. So, oops, handle command. Where's that used? Here. Why? Hold on. When we press enter, why is it not interesting? Why are we not clearing the command? Oh, we need to do it here. Okay. Self.command is string new, right? But I don't think we're exiting the mode. Yes. So when we press enter, we return single command. Yes. And then on this command, we do, I think we can clear it here. Let's see. Then you execute it. Yeah, I'm going to clear that here. Self.command equals string new, like that. And we need to transition into the, yes, we probably need to execute more than one action, because we also need to transition to the normal mode when the user presses enter. Can we do that? Let's see if this is a hack or not. Self dot. Let me see what we do in enter mode. Yeah, we need to do all those shenanigans here. So I'm thinking that here we're gonna return a key action. I think so. Much like what we do here. Let's think. If we're doing handle, oops, handle command event, right? We return an option key action. Because here, what we're gonna do is key action multiple, and then we're gonna do a vec of action, enter mode, mode normal, like this. right? So let's see where we're calling this. Handle command event. And then we return a key action. Okay. Yeah, I think we're chilling. I think that's exactly what we need to do. Oh no. Oh, but I can do it here. I thought I needed to delete everything. Okay, so let's see. If I press this and press enter, nice. If I go back, I no longer have the command. So those two are working. Now, I think the only thing we need to do now is, so this escape normal, this enter normal. Yes, is do the pretty message down here with the error. Let's do that. So on the execute method, so let's go to the execute method, to the very bottom of it here. If this command yields an action, we do execute it. Otherwise, we have to display the error. Self.last error equals, let's see what we do when we do that here. We do this, not an editor command. Let's do something similar, not an editor command. Then this. We can actually just do it like this. We do command like this, and then we get the quotes, right? Yes, so let's create this guy. So let's go to the editor. Let's create here. Last error is an option string like this, right? So the assignment there needs to be, okay, let's create it here. You know what? Let's get everything that is like none. Yeah, those things here are all can be a default. Even this can be a default. So let's paste it here. Let me see one thing. If I go here, is that being defined as default? No, but we are going to make it right now. This is going to be a default. This guy is going to implement default like that. And so where we were here, we're going to take everything here out and we're going to do default, default. This way, when we add new things, we don't need to always keep coming back here unless it's something you want to initialize, right? So let's see if we can define default for this guy. Derive default, not here. Oh yes, it's here. Can you? No, because highlighter. Yeah, you can't. That's a pain. But you know what you can do? You can do a new method. Oh, that's where we are, isn't it? Okay, scratch the idea. We had good intentions, but that didn't work, right? So we're going to have to be explicit about all of that. This doesn't have to be default anymore. There we are. So let's do last error, none, and we're good. Okay, now we just need to display the last error if it's there. And let me see something. If I type this and hit enter, does it have like a timer, or is it just displayed until I press something? No, it keeps there, chilling. Interesting. Then if I go into insert mode, yeah, it clears. Okay, that gives us a good indication. So if we go to render, not render, draw command line, okay. Now we need to render the error here. Kind of the same way that we're doing this here. And now let's just do this with last error like this. And only if let some last error equals self.last error, taking it by reference, like that. How good is this? Let's see. Format with not self anymore. Just last error. Okay, that looks good. Let's see what happens. Okay. Expected an option, that's right. Oops. Some, perfect. I think toString. Like that. Good, but if it is a command, we're going to clear it. Self last error equals none. And then on the execution of an action, I also want to clear that. Last error is going to be none. Let's see how that looks. So if I do this command, nothing happens. Okay. Why? Let's go to the draw command line. So if we're not in command mode, which we are not, let's do this. Log last error equals this self last error, like that. And let's see what that, oh, we need to print it with debug. Okay, quit, go again. Okay, do we get, let me remove some of those that are more setting text. Yeah, those two here, this we don't need, this we can comment again. Let's see now. Okay, now if we do this and do this, enter. Yeah, we do have a last error here, it's just not being displayed. Okay, let's see, draw command line. Okay, so we do have a, so I'm assuming we're gonna be entering here. Oh, we clear it here. Right. Why do we clear it there? That's if not, no, we're not clearing it because we're actually returning. So that's not the case. I'm still confused. Yeah, let's not call it command line. Let's call it like error. Last error. Okay, so if we enter here, log last printing last error equals last error, like this, and then we set this text. Wait, what is this? We're setting it all the way there, all the way there. We need to set it 0, 0, right? Maybe that's the problem. Oh no, that's the Y. Sorry for the brain fart. We are setting it at 0 and we are displaying error. So let's log error as well. Error equals error, right? Let's see what that gives us. So this, blah, 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 enter. Not an editor command. Yeah, we don't need this. Here we don't need -1. Oh wait, self.command.lan. Yeah, no, we don't need that. But I don't think that's our issue, to be honest. Yeah, no, that's probably not our issue. Why are we not displaying the error? God damn it. Once again, something we don't. Here it is, last error, printing last error, error. That's a mystery to me because this is working fine, right? Not an editor command. Let's log every time we're entering here. Let's do log draw command line with error like this, and then self.last error. And of course, this has to be debug. So now, if we go down, we're not rendering that. Oh, we are, just with none, okay. Now let's do this, enter. Oh, we never rendered it, did we? No, draw command line with error. Yes, we did. Last error, yeah. That's very interesting. I have no idea. Yeah, the error is wrong as well. So if we go to handle command, no, handle draw, not an editor command. Where are we doing this? Yes. So we call handle command, and yeah, if this thing is not some, we're setting it. And this has to be a format, not an editor command. And then here, lead to this. Nope. Still, we do not. And the command is wrong as well. So let's see. Why is it wrong? Let's log. Okay. Log handling command cmd if let handle command, right? If not, we are not an editor command, and then just command. Yep, that should have the command there. This JFJ, no. Handling command, where is that? Handling command. Why is this coming empty? So that's the issue. But again, when we, oh, hold on. When we quit, this works, right? No. So it's not, what? Quit is no longer working. So that's a good hint. Okay. Okay. So let's see where we are creating the command. Here. So if I press it, guess what's wrong, guys? Look, I'm resetting this and then trying to send. And I made a note, a mental note to delete it, but I never did. Okay, let's see now. Does quit works? It does. Can we do this? We can. And we have the proper error message. It's just never shown. Again, render command line, not render. Draw command line. If this is not command, which is correct, last error, we're printing it here. Is this the style? No, because the style is the same we're using for everything else, right? I don't believe it's the style. Is this being overwritten by something? Yes, it is here. Oh, how stupid am I? But that's fine because we can always rectify that. Like this would be the simplest fix. Maybe we can improve it. Okay. So now I bet you that it's going to work. Yep. Not an editor command. And then it clears as soon as I move away. What happens in Vim if I just hit enter? Oh, I was recording a macro. It does nothing. Let's replicate that as well. We can remove this, guys. Okay. So if the error is empty, we also don't want, sorry, if the command is empty, we're just going to safely ignore it. So let's go to, hold on, to handle, oh my God. I changed my go-to symbol key, and now it's bugging the hell out of me. Let's go to handle command here. If command is empty, trim is empty, return none. Let's see. No, still fails because, let's see, when we press, oh, because of this. So if self.command.trim.is empty, return none. Let's see now. We just need to enter the mode. Sum, key action, single, and then this. Just like that. Let's see if that works. And indeed it does. Okay. So now the only thing I wanted to do is open our config to, because here's one thing. I always map the semicolon also to in my Vim. If I press semicolon, it also goes to my command line mode. So I want to replicate that here. If I press yes. That is indeed awesome. All right, so I think this is feature complete as far as I wanted to take it. Let's go down. Oh, let's do before, yeah, one more thing. Let's go to the thing that allows us to go to a particular line. Let's like 0, 120. I want to implement that. So let's go back to editor here and where we're handling commands. So action, command here. Okay. Handle command, so handle command. If, how do I know if a certain string is all digits? I think we can do something like parse. Okay. Let line equals if let line sum line equals cmd.parse into, I don't know, E32 or usize is fine. Let's see. What does parse return? Is that an error? Yeah, it's a result. So if okay equals parse return sum action go to line line like this. Let's create this guy and see where we have an error. Can we add that? Yes. So that worked this time around. Go figure. So if we go to line, this is going to be very simple. We get y, and then if y is less or equal self dot buffer dot len self dot what do I need to do again? Let's see. It's vtop, right? Yes. Self dot vtop equals y. You're borrowing here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So if I go to line 100, that definitely didn't work. Oh, all of a sudden it did. Weird. Oh, because I need to do self dot draw viewport buffer. Let's see if now it works. 100, enter. Yes, it does, but it went to 101 because we need to do, of course, -1. So if we now go to 100, there it is. What if I do that here? Does it? So if I go to like 500, oh, it tries to always put it in the center. Okay, we can do that. We can do like self dot execute action move to viewport center like this. And I need to send the buffer as well. And consider borrowing what? Oh, yes. And like that. Yes, now it's going to try to move it to the little center, and it's going to redraw my... Oh, no, it's not going to redraw. Maybe it will. Let's see. Let's go to line 100. Yes, perfect. Let's go to line 100, which is... so that doesn't re-render. Okay, so if I go to like line 1065 here. Yes, if it's within the viewport, it doesn't try to align or anything. So let's do like 55, 1055. Yes. So I think we have to do the following. If self dot is within viewport y, then all we need to do is self dot cursor y is going to be self dot. How do I? Yes, so it's going to be self. It's going to be y minus self dot vtop. I think something like this. Else we do this and this. Yes, because if it's within the viewport, we just need to move the cursor there. Otherwise, we're gonna try to move it to the middle. Yes. And then when do that, if I am like, let's say I'm on line 0. If I do ZZ, nothing happens. And it doesn't even re-renders, right? Okay, so I think it's more than that what we need to do. We actually need to move there. Always. Right? And then if it's not within the viewport, we move to center. Yeah, and I'm gonna go on a limb here and try to make so that we always re-render. Draw viewport buffer. And then let me add a note here to do. This is wasteful if the command above was properly executed. Oops. No. Note or fix me. This is wasteful when move to viewport center worked. But we have to account for the case where it didn't, and also for, oh, but if the, yeah, so if it is within the viewport, we don't need to do anything. So I think, yeah, let's move this here like that. And that's great, is within viewport. Generate this method, go there, okay. This is gonna be a Boolean. And so it's basically self.vtop to self.vtop plus self.vHeight, like this. Oops. Oh my god. Dot include Rust range includes contains, maybe contains, yes, contains y. Okay, did it work? Oh, the reference here, good. And then draw viewport can fail. Okay, let's see what happens now. Let's go to line 18. Yeah, that's 19. So we have to adjust it. Let y equals y plus 1. We don't need to reference this anymore. I deleted the E here. Okay, what about now if we go to line 19? Good, good, very, very good. Have you heard about or tried Helix? So yes, I have tried it. Have you? And do you like it? I used it for a little bit. I liked it, but it was hard to get used to it, if you will. I used it on and off for quite some time. That's exactly the issue that I had. I didn't want to go through the effort of relearning it. Okay, so when I tried to go to line 100, that didn't work at all. And I think that's because I set CY. So if this is within viewport, basically what we need to do here is this, like that, and then, yes, that's perfect. Now, no, that's, I think we need to unconditionally set it, no? No. What were we doing before that was working? Let me see. Oh, I was doing the VTop? Yes, so let's do that. So here we need to do, oops, self.vtop equals y. Let's see. So now if we go to line 100, yes, that's awesome. And if we go to line 900, and if we go to like the last line, I don't know what the last line is, let's see. 1302. If we go to the first, oops, subtract with overflow. I try to go to the line 0. Line 0 is a special case, right? Because if I do here 0, it goes to line 1. So the first line. Let's handle that after. But if I try to go to like line, what was the last line? I forgot. So G, it's 1302. Let's go to 1. 1302. Haha. Thought so. Okay, two cases that's not working. When we go to the last line, or maybe to a line near the last line, like if I go to 13, let's see, 1315, 1315. What is the last line? Did I? 1302. Let's go to like 2090. So let's go to 1290. I don't think it's liking that very much, right? Yeah. Thinking. If I go to the last line here, what happens? Let's go to the last line, 1302. Let's go 1302. Okay. Basically, if I can't go, I need to think on how to handle this case. Okay, before we do that, let's handle the 0. I think that case is simpler. So let's go to line, and here, right? Next, if y equals 0, self.execute action move to top, like that, and then return. Return, okay, false. Like that, okay. Provide the argument, sure. Sending you the buffer, and yes, this can fail. Okay. Let's go to the last line, and then let's go to the beginning. So that's going to be 0. Works, perfect. Let's go to the last line. Okay, what I'm thinking is if the number is on the last page, what I'm going to do is display the last page and then position the cursor on the last page. So what happens here if I go to 1 to 88? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So let's go back to execute, and then let's find go to line here. So yes, let y equals y minus 1. And then if it's within the viewport, that's our happy path. Like, no, yes, that's what I meant to do. Then here, else if self.is within last page y, what we're going to do is self.vtop equals self.buffer.len minus self.vheight, like that. And then where do we position y? Self.cx is going to be, cy is going to be the original y minus vtop. I think that's right. And then we have to draw viewport buffer. I think that's right. That is within. Let's generate this guy. Okay, so it is within the last page if y is more than self.buffer.len minus self.vheight. Right? I think that's right. Let's see. So if I go to 1290, that centers. Now if we go to like 1298, what happens? We go to the last page and we go to 1298. How cool is that? Now if we go to like 980, no, that didn't work. We went to 982. So if we go to like 100, that goes to 100. 980, 980. If we go to the last page and then we do 0, it works. Now 1295. 1295 is still bad. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's do 1302. Okay. Now if we go to line, let's say 5, we go to line 11. What the holy crap? Okay. Now I'm completely lost. Okay. Let's log. Trying to go to, and you know what? Let's change y to line. New name is line. Like that. Y is line minus 1. Perfect. So here. Log. Go to line. Okay. Now we're adjusting y. So our target y is going to be this. And then log. Y is within viewport. Setting to. And then self.cy. And then we can log it here. In this case, log y is on the last page, setting vtop to this and y to this. And then we need to provide self.vtop and self.cy. Good. And then finally, log just setting VTop to Y and moving to center. That's it, right? I think so. Okay, let's go. So we're going to 1308. No, 1302. That was not on the last page. What is the last page? 1308. So let's go to 0. Let's go to 1308. Okay, is on the last page. Setting VTop to 1303 and Y to 4. Correct. So that's not Y. It's CY. And CY to that, to 4. Okay, that's fine. So now if we go to 100, what happens? Let's see. Go to line 100. Just setting VTop to 99 and moving to center. But that didn't work, did it? Why? So we set top to 99. It's correct. And then we move to center, and then move to center screwed up like this. ZZ. Okay, what if I go to 99 and send? That works. Oh, wait. Where are we doing the center thing? Yeah. We need to also set the CY, right? CY equals to 0. I think that's the issue we're having. Almost sure. Forgot to do that. So the problem was if we're going like to 1308, and then if we try to go to 100, now it's working. Yes, that's fixed. Cool, cool, cool. I forgot to set CY. That was the issue. So let's delete all those logs that we don't need anymore. Okay. Let's play with this a little bit. So let's go to line 70, 670. That works. 1308. Last line. Let's go to line 4. Haha, we caught another error here because, not sure. Let's see, 1308 and 4. Yeah, so I said we didn't need logs anymore. I was so wrong. Let's establish those. Quit. Let's go to 1308. Let's go to 4. Okay, let's see what's going on. Go to line 4, just setting the VTop to 3 and moving to center. Oh, but in this case, it doesn't. We can't really set CY to 0 because we're never going to be able to center. So we have another one here, which is else if self.is within first page Y. I'm glad I tested this. That has to be self.vtop equals 0, and then self.cy equals Y. So that one should be straightforward. It's just if Y is minus, then self.vheight, I think. Okay. So on our first page, the last line is 20. So let's go to 20. So if we go to 1308 and then we go to 20, that doesn't work because we forgot to redraw the viewport. Like that. Oops. Okay. So let's go to 1308 and then let's go to 20. Yes, sir. So 1308 and the one that was failing before, not 1308. 0, 13018. Like that. And then let's go to line 4. That works. Let's go to a random one, 800. That's perfect on the middle. Let's go to 700, 200. Yeah, now I think that's fine. I'm going to be super edgy here and remove the logs again. Hopefully I don't curse myself again. There we go. Let's go to, yeah, I think we don't need to test that. Okay, I think we're almost hitting the 2 hours mark, so I think this is a good place for us to stop. But before we do, let's first commit. So gap. Command. Lots of things. Oh, this flushing, I'm not gonna commit this one. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Yep, the last error. Yes, yes, yes. Git st. Do we have any new files? No. Commit. And then what did we do? Command mode and initial set of commands. That's fine. Git st, git diff, git reset, hard, run this editor. Okay, let's type a command like this. Perfect. Yes, so here's, let's do a quick recap of what we were able to achieve today. Basically, hold on, let me see. Okay, no, never mind. Basically, we focused almost exclusively on the command mode, and now we can do that. We can do colon, and in my case, even semicolon works because I like to map my semicolon to colon. And now we support, I think, 2 commands basically. One of them is quit. So if I quit here, it works. And the other one is go into a line number, which I think is pretty useful, right? Let's say we go to 600, we go to 10, we go to, I think this one we didn't implement, but it will be a good one for the next stream. Let's go to the last page, which is like 13, 18. You can see that we go to the next page and whatnot, right? So yes, and if we try to enter a command that doesn't exist, we get an error message. Maybe we're gonna look into like styling this message as an error, see if the VS Code themes support that and whatnot, right? But yes, that was basically what we did. And yes, we have a new beginning for a new mode, which is the command mode. Hope you guys enjoyed this session. If you liked what you saw, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you are and you want to catch me live on Twitch, the link is on the description. And if you want to talk about this or other projects, talk about programming in general, Rust, whatever you want to do, make sure that you join our Discord. The link will be in the description as well. And yeah, with that, thank you very much. See you on the next one. And thank you. Have a good one, my friends. Bye.